Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Jacksonville State's offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And the ball squirted out. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Feeling some heat. Looking to scramble. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, what a cut! Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Kentucky right back to the line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Power football with the run. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Caught over the middle. It's strong. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver.
Goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. They want to just keep throwing it. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. Get the guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation. Now,
and there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Gets some yardage and gets down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The running back has it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
And that's just a great job by the defense shutting down that jet sweep. You see the team speed they have on defense. They are willing and ready and able to go sideline to sideline with anybody in the country.
He looks that one in nicely.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I knew that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to...
Unleashes one deep. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll take a shot. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Single back formation, and they give it to it. He's loose at the 15. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. On first down from their own 22. Looking to move it through the air. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll try the run.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Coming after him. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Caught in the backfield, it's Strong. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're trying to get to it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Georgia State looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Panthers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Skips away from pressure. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally got it out of bounds, and even with that kind of pickup, they are still short of the 1st down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on up. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And this defense is taking up residence in the backfield, and the crowd loves it. 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Strong. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll try to get it through the air. He makes the connection. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's looking for a man on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Still running at the 40. He goes out of bounds after a huge pickup, and he's still short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out. It's Blair. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Lexington. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Returner is tackled down at the 11, and your Kentucky Wildcats will take over.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
No gain on the play.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the side.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Arkansas State delivered a knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Jonesboro. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Makes a grab and he's dragged down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Buys a little extra time. On the run, fires downfield. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Makes a connection. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The game. The line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
He's got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's going to run it. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He wants to throw it, getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back.
And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You've just seen in this game, the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, he just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd big throw in this game.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Had to get rid of it quickly. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Snap in the shotgun. The throw to the outside is complete.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. He's going to pass. He finds his man.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is perfect. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. He's going up top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Runs through the tackle. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
3rd down play from the gun. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Oh, look out. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Number 87 with the grab and the snap.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Western Kentucky put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Hilltoppers in some time. Heck of a showing today from this group. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Snags it over the middle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's strong. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more really good execution by this offense. And the Wildcats are on the move. He'll just keep slinging it. Finds his big tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this 4th and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
Running for it on 4th down. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pressure coming. Trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense working from the pistol. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Between the uprights, it's good. Under 60 seconds to go, and we are all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time, and get in a position to win.
Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this run.
And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here's a 1st down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot.
Jacksonville State, 26. Kentucky, 23.
I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer.